Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kylum XP, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. And in this episode, I am going to be doing my best to learn the enemy skill Beta from the Midgar Zolom right there. And we are mostly set up. Everybody has Sadness. I do want everybody in the back row. And somebody needs Poison. Who has Poison? Aerith. She's also the one with Cure. So I should probably swap Poison out for something else somewhere. Poison. I'll give her... No, I don't want to get... Do I? Yeah, Chocomog. It's fine. And I'll give Cloud Poison. And I will heal everybody up. Make sure everybody's topped up. I will use an Ether to make sure Aerith has full MP. Did I see that she has Earth Materia? Fire. Earth. Yes. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. And another thing is that Aerith has the Talisman, increasing her spirit by +10. That is her magic defense. That is going to be super helpful for her learning Beta, along with her having the enemy skill Materia, of course. And also having Fire and Elemental in her armor to reduce the effect of fire damage. Sadness is also going to cut that damage down just a little bit, but it can very likely still kill her. So before doing this, I do want to save, so let us take care of this real quick. I know I just loaded into the episode, but sheesh. Yeah, it's only been a minute into this recording. Just a quick note for Chocobuckle. I am going to be holding off on learning that simply because I want to wait until I have all 3 materia so I don't have to come back and do it again. I don't mind backtracking to get it on the other, to get most enemy skills on the other 2 enemy skill materias later on. But Chocobuckle is annoying, and I simply don't want to have to do it multiple times. So all we have to do now is just step in this marsh and he starts heading straight for us. Because he heard he felt us step in here. Oh, am I actually ready for this? We should be fine. I hope. Okay, let's do this. I might get my first game over here. Okay, so first off, I want to start with having Cloud use Bio. And then I'm going to have Red 13 cast Fire, and Aerith cast Quake. Ooh, sorry. And then have Cloud cast Quake. Oh man. Healing up. Quake. Fire. Okay, this is where it gets dangerous because he can eject party members from battle. And it is at this point... Oh, thank God. Fire. Have Aerith cure everybody. Not Aerith. Okay, that's fine. So he ejected Red 13. And he can eject Cloud later, I don't mind. As long as Aerith is still here and she survives Beta, that's all I care about. Whew, okay. So I'm just going to do my best to try to defend and keep ourselves topped up on health. No! Not Aerith! Ah, you dick. Okay, I will cut back into the battle, and hopefully he doesn't eject Aerith. I'll be right back. And hopefully, before he uses Beta, Aerith is at full health and is not ejected from the party. There's Beta. Hopefully we survive. Whoo! Freaking barely! Oh no. Oh. That's so annoying! What the hell was that? There, he's finally poisoned. And he immediately ejects Cloud from battle. Oh, that's ass. So, fire. Are you kidding me? Come on. No, not Aerith, you asshole. Cloud, poison this motherfucker. Good. Beta, Beta, here we go. Aerith is going to learn Beta, and then we're just going to cast Beta right back on him and kill his ass. Alright. Beta! Cast it on him! Kill his ass! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead! This is pissing me off, guys. I've been trying to get this fucking enemy skill going for an hour! Fire. Quake. Bio. Of course, you go for fucking Aerith first. Come on. Ah, shit, he's not poisoned! No! Oh my god, that was a critical hit. Okay, he's poisoned now. Who are you ejecting? Are you? Okay, that's not an ejection. That's fine. Not Cloud, not Cloud, not Cloud! Okay, that's fine. Oh, please don't counter with Beta now. Okay. Just leave Aerith alone. That is fine. Please let this be it. Beta? Yeah, and then Limit Break Healing Wind to interrupt his fucking bullshit ass. Cloud's gonna die. Aerith should heal herself using her Limit Break. There we go. Just don't die. High potion. Get to full health, and hopefully I can cast Beta on my next turn, and hopefully that'll kill him. Enemy skill, Beta. Please die! Yes! Oh my god! Guys, this has taken me a freaking hour to do. Oh, there were so many fails. Okay. Enemy skills, level 4 suicide, Macho Magic, Beta. We are good. Oh my god. Turn off or turn on no encounters. We're gonna go visit the farm here. Oh my god. I'm gonna rest up. Oh my god. That was so annoying. Okay. So before I continue on with this episode, I'm gonna take a break because I'm still pissed off. Yes, I'm ecstatic that that had happened, but I'm still very much pissed off. So I'm gonna save, I'm gonna cut the recording, and then I'm gonna come back and we will proceed to the Mithril Mines after capturing a Chocobo. So I will see you guys in just a second. Hey everybody, I am back. After that previous recording, I ended up having to take a break. I went to bed, I got some sleep, I got up, I went to work, and I am now back home, and I feel a lot better. I am nowhere near as angry as I was trying to get Beta, but we have it, and it feels good. So now what we need to do is we need to capture a Chocobo, and once we do, we need to make our way across the marsh and into that cave over there. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to run along these tracks over here. Well, okay, you don't always have to be on the tracks. Sometimes it's a little random. I need to throw the Gazal Greens. The Gazal Greens will keep them busy for a little bit. And then have Cloud cast Quake on one of those, and then Aerith on the other one. What you need to do is you need to kill all of the enemies on the field without damaging the Chocobo in order to capture them. If you damage them, they will attack everybody in the party and flee. And boom, it's easy as that. Chocobo! You can still actually get into a battle with the Midgar Zolom while you were on Chocobo back. Uh-oh. However, you can still easily outrun it, because Chocobos are faster. And look at this Midgar Zolom. Did Sephiroth do this? It's a power that we should respect. Our enemy is someone that could do this? Most definitely, he can do a lot worse, too. And press circle to hop off. Yeah, you can't get me now, bitch. And into the Mithril Mines. So anytime you come into a dungeon, feel free to bring up this, and you do this by clicking the right half of the touchpad on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. And... oh! And here we are. So, first enemies we come across... let's see if we can steal anything from this guy. Quake on this guy. Quake on the other one. Nothing to steal. Okay, so the big dragon guys. Flamethrower, that's another enemy skill. We want him to use that on Aerith. So we are pretty much just going to be waiting until everything's dead. Please don't use it on the big guy. Okay. fire on that one. And then I'm just going to have everybody defend until... What is this guy called? Arc Dragon. So we're going to wait until the Arc Dragon uses Flamethrower on Aerith, and she learns the Flamethrower enemy skill. So I will just speed up the fight until that happens. Or not. That was quick. Alright. Fire damage will heal him, so let's go with Bolt. See if that does anything. And Flamethrower actually fills up our limit gauge a good chunk too. Cloud. Why did Cloud do so little damage? I think I know why. He's in the back row. Alright, now the Arc Dragon's dead. Alright, easy peasy fight. Let me bring everybody back into the front row. And I will have Aerith heal everybody. And over to Materia. Enemy skills. Flamethrower should be right above Mantra Magic. Indeed it is. And then here we get an Ether. Tent. And then back in episode 1 or 2, I had mentioned something about there being a purple materia that we can get later on that would allow us to attack from the back row and still do full damage. And we're about to get it. Let me swap over to Red, have him use Sled Fang, and then I'll have Aerith just use Mantra Magic. So Aerith is going to be getting most of the kills while we are here because we want her to get her Breath of the Earth limit break, which is the first of her level 2 limit breaks before we leave this place. There's the long-range materia. So everybody's got... Oh my goodness, materia. Everybody's already got full materia slots. Let's see, do we really poison? No, but I do want to level it. There's Sense. I only need 1 Sense materia, so I'm going to give Cloud the long range, just because, so he can hit enemies in the back row normally without having to be in... Yeah, so he can still be in the front row, but he can hit enemies in the back row now and do full damage. Or I could throw him into the back row and he could still hit all enemies on the field for normal damage. Which is quite nice. And Red, you are going to get that one because it's closer to being mastered. Not by much, but it is. And then the other one is kind of useless, because we only ever need 1 of each of those. Now back this way. And we're getting all the treasures. There's not a whole lot here. There's really not. Ooh! We want to steal a Grand Glove from these guys. So we're just gonna let them beat up on us while Red attempts to steal a Grand Glove. So I'm pretty sure we bought a weapon for Tifa when we were in Calm, like right before we left. And we totally didn't have to do that, because the Grand Glove, I do believe, is superior. Steal. Couldn't steal anything. Heal up Red a little bit. Couldn't steal anything. Defend, defend, and steal. Couldn't steal anything. Come on, steal the Grand Glove. Come on. You can do it! Sweet Jesus. There it is. Alright, Braver, and we don't need her limit break. Flamethrower. Yeah, good damage. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Mind Source. Again, anytime you get a source, use it on Cloud. There's another guard source. I don't remember where I got that one. Nothing over here. And nothing up here. Alright. Proceed forward. Just a second. By any chance, do you know who I am? Yeah, you're the Turks. Well, if you know, then this won't take long. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? To put it negatively, you could say that. But that's not all there is to it anymore. And then he starts stuttering a little bit because that's just what Rude does. He's very shy. Sir, this is a new member. It's alright, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then you explain, Elena. I'm the newest member of the Turks. Elena, thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. Yeah, we beat his butt on top of the pillar. But because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Anyhow, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed, and to try and stop you every step of the way. Wait a minute. It's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. Elena, you talk too much. Mr. Sung. No need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Sung. I thought I gave your orders. Now go. Don't forget to file your report. Right. Very well. Rude and I will go after Sephiroth, who's heading for Junon Harbor. Elena, you don't seem to understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Go, and don't let Sephiroth get away. Yes, sir. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. He wants to show his affection for you all, with a new weapon. Well then. Aerith, long time no see. Hold up. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? You being noisy? I heard that. Stop playing with my stuff. Looks like you're safe from the Shinra for a while, now that Sephiroth reappeared. What are you saying? That I should be grateful to Sephiroth? No. I won't be seeing much of you, so take care. Strange hearing that from you. Well then, just stay out of Shinra's way. Okay, back to the creepy, eerie Mithril Mines music. And on up into this room. Got another treasure, an elixir, our first elixir of the game, and another high potion. And then this is the room that we want to be farming around in. For fights like this one. It's fights like this one where you can just throw out a Mantra Magic and just wipe all the enemies out. I think the only enemy here in the Mithril Mines that you cannot actually defeat with one casting of Mantra Magic is the Arc Dragons, the ones that we had learned Flamethrower from earlier. Pretty sure that is the only enemy you won't be able to one-shot. But, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be running around fighting some fights and having Aerith get all the kills until she gets the, Breath of the Earth limit break. I do believe that is her first level 2 limit break, and I'm going to cut to her earning it. So, see you guys in just a sec. And there it is, Breath of the Earth. That didn't take too long. It took me like 5 minutes, 3 battles. So she was already pretty close to us getting that. That's not what I wanted. Limit. Alright. So, checking Healing Wind just restores HP of all allies. It is 50% of their total HP is restored. And then Seal Evil constrains and stops the magic of all opponents. The constrain is a paralysis effect, and then stopping the magic is a silencing effect, preventing them from using magic attacks. And then this one cures all status ailments of all allies, so it doesn't really... It's not likely you're ever going to see any effect from Breath of the Earth. However, I do believe using Breath of the Earth about 6 or 7 times total gets her Fury Brand, I do believe, which is her second level 2 limit break, and she will effectively sacrifice her own limit gauge to completely fill up her party members. So, useful for getting their limits learned as well. But what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get out of here, actually. I think you might be able to hear my cats. Alright, so first things first, PHS, Tifa, and equip. Let's see, Mithril Claw, I'm pretty sure I bought that over in Calm. Grand Glove is immediately better. Yeah, so there was no need to buy the Mithril Glove, or Mithril Claw, whichever. Anywho's, what I'm going to be doing before the start of the next episode is I am going to be learning Cloud's first level 2 limit break, same with Red. I'm also going to be using Sledfang to learn his second level 1 limit. And I'm going to bring Barrett and Tifa in and do the same with them. And anytime I'm doing that, whatever materia I have on Aerith is just going to be swapped to whoever I am going to be learning the limits for. That way they have the enemy skill materia to use Mantra Magic, and that is what I will do with that. However, I'm pretty sure you might end up running out of MP at some point in casting for everybody. So we're going to come over here to Fort Condor real quick. We've been fighting the Shinra on this battlefield for a long time. We've still settled in for a long war with them. Could you spare some time and help us fight them? We don't want to sound pushy, so if you're busy with something, why don't you finish that first? No, we'll help you. Really? Then go on up and they'll fill you in on the details. So we're going to go up and we need to interact with a specific person before really doing anything else. But this is going to be the closest inn for us to rest up at for a while I'm trying to, you know, do this farming. I want to talk to this guy. Now this is something. I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Your eyes are different. Well, anyhow, any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You better get down before you get involved. What do you mean, a battlefield? The Shinra. It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up here. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment? I guess so. Do you know what's at the top of this mountain? A huge bird. The reactor and the condor. That's right, on that mountain is a condor and a reactor. It seems the Shinra doesn't like the idea of having a condor on top of the reactor. Why? It's not very logical. It seems there's some type of special materia in the reactor above us. And because the condor came, the Shinra rushed troops here. The military wants to get the condor and all the villagers off this mountain. The condor is now warming its egg, which hatches only once every few years. We would like to protect the condor from being harmed. New lives. We must protect the condor egg, right? So, to protect the egg, are you going to protect the reactor? Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we have hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution or by fighting alongside of us. What do you think? You want to join us in our fight? Cloud, why are you still worrying about it? You decide what we're going to do. Alright. Yes, let's do our best. Right, let me lend a hand too. Don't you mean a paw? And then we hop down here. After interacting and confirming with him, I do believe we are able to come down here. Let's rest up, okay? Yeah, we'll get some rest. And it is free, it doesn't cost you any gil. Alright. Now, I'm not going to deal with the shops or the first Fort Condor battle right now. I will be dealing with that at the beginning of the next episode, actually. Hello? Hello? There we go. And there are a lot of Fort Condor battles, actually. Quite a few. And there are some specific missable ones that you kind of don't really have a choice but to miss, because by the time that they unlock and you're able to do them, you're kind of locked in story sequences. Like, there's no way for you to get back over here at certain points. But that is everything I wanted to go over for this episode, and yeah, just a quick refresher, I am going to be farming out the first of the level 2 limit breaks for everybody before the next episode, and then at the start of the next episode, we're actually going to be getting a new party member. Looking at those forests right there, yeah, we'll be going over there, getting a new party member, and then we will go deal with the Fort Condor battle. So, oh my goodness. I will go ahead and end this episode in a fight. So thank you guys very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. You all have a great day. Bye.